What were your thoughts on the death of Captain America?
Death of Captain America.
The death of Captain America?
Yeah.
Death of Captain America.
Actually, my first reaction is always, God damn it! So, yeah, that's it.
It hurt me immensely.
I'm a little disappointed. I'm sad.
I was kind of ambivalent about it.
How did you feel about the death of Captain America?
I had no idea it happened. Sorry.
You just found out?
Yeah.
Am I just delivering the news?
I was heartbroken.
Yeah.
You know, death in comics is so permanent.
Nobody dies in comics. Well, they die in real comics. They don't die in Marvel or DC comics.
Oh man, I think that's terrible. I don't think they should have killed off such a key character in the Marvel Universe.
I think it's pretty poorly done.
I love Captain America. I kind of flipped through the issue that they killed him in, and I didn't think it was, I don't know, kind of a cool way for him to go out. You know, it's kind of a simple death for such heroic and such a awesome character.
I mean, he went out like a punk. You know, he was just walking along and he got shot by his ex-girlfriend. Although I have a lot of ex-girlfriends that probably like to shoot me.
You know, I think maybe they should have like strapped a lot of bombs to him and maybe blown him up.
Gone out a little bit more in a blaze of glory.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, gone out in more of a blaze of glory, because I think he kind of went out it was kind of soft the way they took him out.
Yeah, he went out like a punk. I thought it was funny.
If someone asked me where I was when I heard that Captain America died, I probably would make it up because I really don't remember, even though it was only a couple of days ago. Where was I? Probably in the office saying, I can't believe they killed Captain America. How lame is that?
Well, let's be honest, it's a publicity stunt.
It's a ploy to get a fan base really quick, but are they going to stick around?
My first reaction, you can't really say, because it's more of like an exclamation point, but gosh darn heck, I'm glad that the House of Ideas is still, holding on to the most inane approaches to gimmickry of late, but hey, that's Hollywood, that's showbiz.
I think the death of Captain America is nice for a short-term boost in terms of getting people to actually look at comics, but what are they going to do after that?
Well, Captain America is cool, and in a way, I sort of like when they sort of, like the last Captain America story I read was the Ultimates, and I was pretty happy that they sort of revamped him and turned him into a badass, you know.
How do you feel about the death of Captain America?
Feel all right with it.
So yeah, I mean, Captain America dying, I felt that, I think, in November of 2004, I feel,
Cap has lived quite well and comfortably since Kirby left. I'd say that personally for me, I think Cap began to finally lag right after Mike Zeck left in the 80s.
My thing is, on the one hand, like I know a lot of people complain about stuff like, Captain America dying in Civil War, but on the other hand, if it brings people into the room, gives them interest in everything else that we're doing, I'm cool with that. I think that's a great thing.
It brought a lot of new faces into the store for a day. I hope that with this media attention that it's gotten, that they keep him dead for a while.
There's other stuff out there besides Captain America. I mean, there's only so much you can do with a character like that. I mean, you come in, you get your Captain America face, well, what's after that?
You know what would be cool? And they probably already think of this in Marvel too, is if someone fills his shoes in the meantime, somebody kind of cool. It could be an African-American character that kind of take a twist like they did with, I think, The Truth.
The Truth, yeah.
Right. Something like that, just temporarily to fill his shoes, just like the guy War Machine did with Iron Man for a brief period.
I think that Marvel's doing some cool stuff. I mean, they're saying that it's sort of the death of the American dream, and I feel I'm a little disappointed in our nation at this moment in time, and our nation's leaders especially.
I mean, if you talk to some of the old guys from, who are still around from World War II, I mean, when they're like in the company of ladies, you hear one thing, and when they're a company of gentlemen only, they're just like, there's a complete different side to them. And I think, if I remember correctly, I think that's pretty much the way Captain America came off in the story. And I just thought that was awesome, but I'm sure he'll be back.
Don't worry, Cap will be back, probably sooner than you think.
What's next?
So hopefully they'll bring him back. I mean, I won't be mad at Marvel if they bring him back, because he's a cool cat. Steve Rogers is in my heart.
Because it'll be really embarrassing if he's alive in 6 months.
He'll probably be back in 6 months or less.
I don't know. I was taking bets on this the other day. It's either, I think, it's not going to be sooner than 6 months.
I'd say 6 to 10 months tops, maybe a year.
I'd say 6 months.
6 months.
6 months to, okay, something rounded. 6 months to 12 months. How's that?
Now, Mike,
exactly on the anniversary of.
I say 9 months. A year at the most, if that.
But I don't think they're going to wait a full year, but they might. So I'm saying in between 6 to 12 months.
Maybe a year. I think that would be appropriate. If they bring him back too soon, I think fans might get a little disappointed, kind of like what they did with Superman.
It's like Superman. He died, but then he came back. Death doesn't last in the comic universe. Death of Superman lasted about a year, I hear.
I just hope they don't reincarnate him in a blue and a red version.
Maybe not 9 months. It could be a whole year. These days they seem to be building these long-lasting storylines, so maybe it'll be more than a year.
Otherwise, they got to cancel all the lunch boxes and sleeping bags. Right?
I think when Barack Obama becomes president, that they should resurrect Captain America, because that will be, you know, hopefully the reinvigoration of this great nation. And here's my campaign slogan.
and if it's Hillary, then it'll be a chick Captain America, right?
Yeah, the super patriot mistress. You know, yeah, I guess so. We'll see.
That'd be kind of cool. But definitely bring him back. He's definitely needed for the Marvel Universe, for the Avengers, you know, for everybody. Yeah.
All I do know that wherever he is, I hope that, you know, he's thinking about the good times that he had as Captain America.
Thank you, America.
That Cap 25 thing's got to be good for you. Like, it's good for the industry. I mean, it's like the first collectible comic book since like
Dark Tower.
Dark Tower, like sold.
Oh yeah, Dark Tower. People come out at midnight for it.
Really?
It's not like it sold out or anything. I just went down and
We ordered a bunch, yeah. We ordered. I mean, we know it was there. Like, it caught us off guard. If that means collectability.
Yeah, but I mean, this totally came out of the blue. I mean, they gave the preview for it, which said that it was going to be a big event. But like, did you guys know that they were going to kill him?
They outsmarted them to keep that secret so they could release it as
I like the way they did it, you know, because like. If he had died in Civil War #7, I don't think it would have been a big news event like it was, because it was like everybody would have expected.
Right.
Like everybody bought Civil War #7, and they're like, oh, it's kind of disappointing. Nobody died. Nobody knows. You know, like everybody expected #7 in Civil War to be
A big deal.
A big thing, and it wasn't. It was in Captain America 25.
And I'm glad that they did it. That they didn't do it like the Death of Superman thing, like where you knew Superman was going to die and there were a million copies out there, and it totally like sucked the value out of the market, like as far as collectability goes. Like, you know, that first printing of Captain America 25 is instantly like 10 times the value.
Yes.
Well, yeah, instantly overvalued. True.
There's a lot of people like that want something they read. I don't know. I'm trying to put this into words, but it was overvalued. Like Marvel had more, and we were able to order more, and
they held on to it. They knew.
And then there's the people that are willing to pay out the nose for it, and there's people that are willing to sell out the nose, like eBay sellers and whatnot, that don't have to look their customers in the face, you know, every week. I couldn't do it. Like right now, we're gonna get a reorder. I could easily put these on eBay for $15 a pop, but I'm gonna sell them for $5 a pop because we have to pay direct shipping, and it's like a little more shipping.
Right.
And give them to the people. Like even though the book is valued at this, it's just like really taking advantage of
right.
Sort of, and I mean, whatever it is, there's the whole supply and demand.
Well, what was the deal? Like, Wizard auctioned off their own copies of Captain America 25 or some shit like that?
Sorry. I'm being interviewed and you get their premium, if you buy a ticket to Wizard World, is Captain America 25 variant cover.
I I think they were auctioning them off eBay. What
Oh, really?
What
Oh,
was
yeah.
this that they did? What the Captain America 25 wizard thing?
Oh, wizards.
No comment, but there's rumors that they had them on eBay before the book would hit the store shelves, because there's rumors that they knew.
Oh.
And
I'm sure they knew.
yeah, I mean, they knew.
They're the press.
And they profited on it somewhat.
Right.
And I still love them, but
We all love Wizard, because you have to.
You don't have to love Wizard. I wish they would improve their content.
yeah, I would too. I really wish they would.
Yeah, they really need to.
Wizard, more indie content.
Wizard, if you're watching this, you really got to take a hard look at yourself in the mirror when you're putting Rob Liefeld as the top 10 artist. I mean, a long, hard look at yourself.
They just did that again?
Not too long ago.